Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Leading Blind. I'm going to close that door, please. Of course, I'm yelling at him already. Today, we're going to be talking Disney, but I'm going to wait around for a couple of people to maybe have a chance to show up. And I'm also going to make a couple of little announcements that I usually forget to put in until the very end. And for those who don't get there, well, whatever. But it's just me today, at least so far. I can hope somebody else manages to get here, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be all through the chat room. Come on. We know the boy's got to make his hello to the world.
Hello.
Let me ask you a question. What's your favorite Disney movie? See if you can even name a Disney movie.
WALL-E.
WALL-E. That's a good answer. That is a good answer. Why is it your favorite movie? Don't eat that in front of the camera.
Because I like the animation.
Okay, stop talking with your mouth full in front of the camera, especially. Thank you.
I like the animation.
Cool. And that's it?
No.
All right, get out of here. Go play your game. Well, then stop shoving it in your mouth so you can talk.
Just Eve, blue eyes.
Okay.
It's like animated. She blinks.
You like that? Okay.
Blinks. How a robot blinks?
It's called blinking lights. The lights blink on and off. Bring that back over to the counter.
Yeah.
And close that door when you go back in there. So I have to make sure he doesn't bring the popcorn into my room. He knows he's not allowed to do that. Put the popcorn down and go play your game. You're going to spill that everywhere. This is what happens when we're waiting for people to show or have a chance to show. I get to yell at my son in front of everybody. Vinny, put the bowl on the counter and then go back in my room, shut the door, and play your Minecraft, you goofball. Thank you. This is the only thing about doing this completely alone. It's hard to juggle. Very hard to juggle. All right, so let me see. One person watching. Okay, well, there's somebody watching. Yay! I hope everybody can see me okay. I hope everybody can hear me okay. We just heard Vinny's favorite Disney movie is WALL-E. First things first, for those who don't know yet, I said earlier, there are things I always forget to say at the end of the stream when I mean to, such as I am thinking about doing short live streams in order to review movies because, well, it's kind of the only way I can do it now. I do not have the money, the means. I don't even think I'd have the motivation if I had the money and means to do a structured review that is, made with some form of editor and with all the in-depth information. I mean, I can do all that and I can have it sitting in front of me and I can talk directly to a live camera like this, but I can't edit it and I will sound stupid regardless of how I do it, no doubt. So I'm going to start doing that eventually, especially if I ever start getting actual feedback on whether or not people think I should do this, because no matter how many times I've said it, I haven't heard a dang thing in response. But on the bright side of things, I am up to 35 subscribers. That's amazing. I love it. I mean, it's not like a huge amount, but it's better than the 8 I started with that were family and friends that never even bothered to watch my videos. So, hey, that's amazing. Everybody is in the midst of a traumatizing health crisis where everything is the emergency of the state. Does my face look concerned? We're not talking about that, but I acknowledge it exists. Tonight we're going to talk about something lighthearted, and we are going to start with a Disney tag. I have read these questions a few times. I've messed around with my husband answering them a little bit, but I've tried to stay away from these questions so I could try and decide my answers to them here live. And I hope that if you're here and you're in the chat room, you will partake in this tag as well. Is anybody there? Just trying to find out. Oh, says 2 people are watching. Well, welcome to the stream. I'm assuming one of them is Dawn. Oh, why is this? Hang on, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Hello? Hello, I'm here and I'm live. Oh, okay. How to share anything with me? There should be a button that says live chat. She figured it out last time. It's just that the keyboard kept closing on her. Okay, bye. It's hilarious. My sister-in-law and my husband are both trying to be here for the stream, but they're having some technical difficulties because the only way they can watch right now is on their phones. Everybody's computers is busted up. All right, so I'm not going to be able to see myself here, so hopefully everybody can see me all right. No, wrong button. Let's bring up the tag. Oh, good, I can still see the chat room. Question number 1. Who is your favorite Disney character? Dear God, we're starting out with the hard ones. I don't know if I have a specific favorite Disney character. I love Kristoff from Frozen and Frozen 2. I ended up liking him even better in Frozen 2. I like Elsa. Anna. I love Quasimodo. I love the Beast and Belle. And favorite, wow, Flynn Rider. Let's not forget him. Favorite Disney character. This might have to be a case of eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Maui's amazing. For now, for today, my mood says Kristoff from Frozen and Frozen 2. That's the... Vinny loves Kristoff too. All right. I'm going to do something again real quick. Sorry for interrupting I'm going to look at my own thing on my phone and see if I can help you guys over on your side. I need to look at my own channel, so I'm not going in it from my side. This is fun. You guys always love just watching new random shit. Nah, I know you don't, but somebody's got to do it sometimes. All right. I'm opening my video, if it ever gets to that point, because apparently it wants to take forever, just like everything else. And automatically a chat room pops up on my end. Ah, hey, I can see you. The testing is working.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3. I see it. You just were in the video.
Continue.
Can you behave yourself?
Huh?
Can you behave yourself?
Sure.
Then you can be in it for a couple more minutes, sure. Yes, the test worked.
Yeah.
All right, number 2. What Disney movie have you seen at least 10 times? Yet again, that's a lot. Vinny has seen WALL-E. I can't even tell you how many times.
You can ask me questions about WALL-E.
Yeah, you can ask him questions about WALL-E. Sure, why not? Let's see. I've seen Beauty and the Beast at least 10 times. I've seen Tangled at least 10 times. I've seen, Tangled, Beauty and the Beast, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Little Mermaid. Everything from the Disney Renaissance I've seen at least 10 times. I've seen The Watcher in the Woods at least 10 times. Yes.
Brother Bear.
Brother Bear. That's a good one, too. I have not seen that one more than 10 times, though. I think I've seen that one maybe 4 times. You know, that's Auntie Dawn and Daddy. Yeah, they're both kind of talking through that. Just so you know. Anything else I've seen more than 10 times? I'll have to go back to that when I get to my actual list of movies I want to talk about. I think we've seen Moana and Coco at least 10 times, haven't we?
Yeah, Mom.
Yeah,
I want to ask Dawn. something.
What do you want to ask Auntie Dawn? Stop shoving your face full of
Auntie
food.
Dawn, which is your favorite Disney character in the world?
Vinny wants to know who Auntie Dawn's favorite Disney character in the whole wide world is. All right.
Yeah, Coco.
Coco's a good movie. Yeah. You got to keep in mind they're getting the signal a few seconds after we send it out, so it takes a little longer for their responses to get here, okay? I'm sorry, but that is really obnoxious. Could you do that over there?
Ask them questions.
Thank you. Okay, let me see. Number 3.
No.
Number 3. Sorry, I'm having trouble seeing today. Who is your absolutely favorite Disney princess? For me, it's got to be Belle. I really love Anna, but now Anna's a queen, so she would still count because she became a queen in the sequel, and that's one of the rules of being a Disney princess, but they're also not an official Disney princess because they are their own thing. They are their own franchise, their own marketing thing. So they don't usually show up in the official lineup anymore. But Belle has always been my favorite. She's been the most compassionate, but she's been the one that don't take no shit, more or less, within reason. She is an intellectual. And I just love Belle. I mean, a lot of my answers are going to revolve around Beauty and the Beast. Jasmine. Oh. Now, because I don't know if Ian's going to be sitting there with you, Dawn, but if there's a different answer, you'll have to make sure I know which one of you's answering, just to clarify that. All right. How many questions? I've got 14 questions here before we even get talking about my list. So the next question is, have you ever dressed like your favorite Disney character? I've dressed as one of them. It's on the thumbnail to my video. It's Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a Time. I know that's not the movies, but he is one of my favorites, and I have dressed up as him. I have not, to my memory, dressed up as any Disney princess or any other Disney character, unless you can count Dorothy. But I dressed up as the Judy Garland Dorothy from MGM, not the Firuza Balk Dorothy from Return to Oz. I remember really, really wanting to dress up as Belle, but I just haven't done it yet. Okay, Dawn, not a problem. And take your time with that keyboard. I know it gives you problems. What did I do? I got rid of my thing. Okay, so question 5. This is a weird question. What Disney villain do you find adorable? He's not technically a villain. He's a henchman, but I do love LeFou from Beauty and the Beast, both versions. Let me think. There are a lot of Disney villains out there. As intimidating as she is, Mother Gothel's kind of adorable in her own weird way. And who else is adorable? Dean's gonna have to help me with her name. I can't remember her name. I think it's Madame Medusa. Yeah, I think her name's Medusa from The Rescuers. She's vile, but she's kind of adorable too. Of course, the Queen of Hearts is absolutely adorable. But those are all my personal opinions on the matter. Sorry, I'm just looking something up real quick. Okay. All right. Question number 6. If you could meet any Disney prince in real life, who would it be? Oh my God, you guys, you know I love Prince Adam from Beauty and the Beast. Like I said, this stream is this questionnaire is going to have a lot of Beauty and the Beast answers, I mean. But if I'm going to pick one prince that I could meet in real life, it would have to be Naveen. Naveen just seems like the most fun and personable and down to earth. I mean, I love Prince Naveen. Maldonia from The Princess and the Frog. What about you, Dawn? Which prince would you want to meet in real life? Hi, Enzo. What's up, buddy? My puppy is giving me the loves. Come here, give me a hug. Come here, come here. Say hello to the world, Enzo. Say hello to the world, sweetheart. You want some lovin's? I want some lovin's. Give me the lovin's. Can I have a kiss? Want to give me a kiss? I'm actually wearing a little foundation today. No, don't give me a kiss now. I got stuff on my face. You don't want that stuff. Trust me. I love you. I love you. Okay, I gotta turn the camera up so everybody can see me now. All right, I gotta bring my tag up again because apparently, I don't know. Okay, fair enough. Back to the list. Question 7. Is there a tragic character in Disney? Megara is a pretty tragic character. Megara started out fucked over I just felt so bad for that character. She's really tragic. Quasimodo's really tragic, of course. Just flat out tragic characters. Beyond them, I can't think of very many. There are plenty that have trauma and tragedy happen to them, but I can't just think of too many tragic characters. I mean, you could argue that maybe Jean-Claude Frollo was maybe a little tragic, but he was just vile, as is the case in many Disney villains. I can't think of very many just tragic ones, though. Characters or villains, like, heroes or villains. Question number 8. What Disney song is your favorite? Oh, my.
My Disney's favorite song is You're Welcome.
Vinny likes You're Welcome from Moana. That's a good one. Right now, my favorite Disney song is Show Yourself from Frozen 2. But I have so many Disney songs I love. Remember Me from Coco. What is Moana's theme song? In her How Far I'll Go. Yes, that one. Thank you, sweetheart. I was drawing a blank. I love How Far I'll Go. Of course, I love Let It Go.
Let go.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I love a lot of Disney songs. Vinny, hush. If we're going non-movie based, then I'd have to say If I Can't Love Her from the stage version of Beauty and the Beast. That is an amazing song. And Shadowlands from the stage version of The Lion King. And there's also one that they sort of quasi-animated for the special features of the Lion King cartoon, which is The Madness of King Scar. I think it's called something else, but that's like, gah. I can't see that. It says, you Quasi? What about Quasi? You like Quasi? Is that what you're saying? You think Quasi is tragic? I'm guessing that's roughly where you are when you sent that. If I'm wrong, you can correct me, of course. Question number 9. Who is your favorite Disney pet? I think my favorite Disney pet is Hey Hey from Moana. He's just silently obnoxious, but adorable. I can't think of many other pets that I really love. I mean, the entire family in the Aristocats is technically a Disney pet, but they're also the protagonists. So how do you answer that one? All right, Dawn. Yes, that's what you meant. Awesome. I don't know the character's name, but there's a dog in Beauty and the Beast that's an Ottoman for most of it. That's his cursed form. He's kind of cute, but he's not a favorite. Yeah, I think I like Hey Hey from Moana, the stupid ass rooster that doesn't know how to stay alive. Okay, I got a couple questions left. Question number 10. Which Disney track do you find pretty groovy? In other words, which Disney song would you like to groove to, or do you think is groovy?
Let's move around.
Yes, exactly. What's your favorite groovy Disney track, Vinny?
Right now, my favorite this song is "Lost in the Woods."
He likes Lost in the Woods from Frozen 2, and he knows I hate it, which is part of why he loves it. Stitch, Dawn? Are you thinking of your favorite groove song? Right, why does my thing keep disappearing? I didn't minimize it. Or Stitch is the pet, or are you talking about a song from Lilo and Stitch? I guess you could count Stitch as a pet. I can't yell at him. Lilo and Stitch. Okay, well, in terms of groovy songs, I'm going to go with your Lilo and Stitch thing. Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride is amazing. But I personally also just love Immortals from 06. Fall Out Boy. I love that song. Yeah, sometimes I have his Alexa play that first thing in the morning so that we can wake up. He's singing it back there. Glass. He's being funny. All right. Question number 11. Which Disney movie had the best message? I'm going to let everybody think about that one for a minute. Which Disney movie had the best message? I know my answer to this one. Okay, you can quiet down now, sweetie. We can listen to it later, okay? He's playing Minecraft in there. Shh. I told him he could be a part of the Disney live stream. He is going to take full advantage of it. Full advantage. But you need to quiet down, please, okay? Quiet is not going to be in his vocabulary tonight, is it? It's not going to be in your vocabulary either, is it, Enzo? Do me a favor. Lie down. Thank you. Good boy. All right. I'm going to give you guys my answer. The Disney movie that had the best message, Inside Out. You will have all these feelings. It is okay to have all these feelings. It is perfectly okay to feel anger and sadness, because those emotions, more than just happiness, are what really bring family together. That is essentially, with a few other things in there, the importance of Inside Out and the message. The biggest message is you cannot deny your feelings. It is not healthy. Having even negative emotions is healthy. It doesn't teach you, well, actually, my grandmother watched this movie with me. And, oh, yes, Ohana means family, Dawn. You're right, again. Well, no, that was up there before. What am I doing? Sorry. That's an important one too, though. The message in that is good. I got sidetracked. I was watching Inside Out with my grandmother. I was telling her how I thought it was one of the best films ever made, just of any kind, period, end of sentence. And she watched it, and I could not freaking believe it. She opened her mouth. The movie was over, and she's like, the movie was all right, but it had some really terrible, horrible messages. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? The only things she focused on were the negative things about how Riley decided to take it upon herself to steal from her mother and run away from home. Little over-Christianized cuckoo. I love her to death. Nothing will stop my love of her. But sometimes the way she thinks drives me a little crazy, no matter how much I love her. I just don't see eye to eye with her. That's okay. That's okay. Moving on, because she's probably going to be watching this at some point in time, and she's going to have words to say with me. Number 11. Which Disney movie? Oh, wait. Not I read that one. Number 12. Which is the most tragic moment in a Disney movie? The most tragic moment in a Disney movie. Well, there's the death of Mufasa. There's the death of Bambi's mom. There is Boingo's, and I hope I'm saying that name right. It's been a while since I actually sat down and watched Inside Out because it's such a tearjerker for me. I don't watch it as often as I would generally like to because I don't need to cry that often. Bing Bong. That's his name, Bing Bong. There's his annihilation in the movie Inside Out. Those are pretty tragic moments. I think those are gotta be in the top 1% of those movies. You think Mufasa is the most tragic moment, his death, Dawn? That's more than fair. That's absolutely fair. All right, 2 more questions. Question 13. What is the best Disney background score to date? Well, Hunchback of Notre Dame. Period. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Best score ever. Ever. I think the only thing that could move me more than the score to the Hunchback of Notre Dame is when I'm watching a Star Wars movie and that gorgeous John Williams music just breaks in to its full amazing. Nothing gets me hyped more than that. But Disney movie, Star Wars was not always Disney's. Yeah, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm going to give my lag a chance to let me see if Dawn or anybody else is going to comment just for a second here. Because it feels like the lag is going further and further and further behind. Okay. I did it again. I keep minimizing this thing. Okay, last. 14. What is the most thrilling moment in a Disney movie? The most thrilling moment in a Disney movie. You know, for me, it's a different kind of thrilling, but I have to admit that I think for me, it really is when Moana has her scene for How Far I'll Go at the beginning of her movie. For some reason, that's just that song. That one is thrilling to me. That's the best thrilling moment. There are a lot of really tense and thriller-like moments, like the wildebeest stampede in The Lion King, or the cave-in of the Cave of Wonders in Aladdin. The fight between Gaston and the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. But those are like really intense, scary type of thrilling. But in terms of amazing, happy, euphoric, thrilling, it's the Moana thing. I don't know if I have just one answer, so that's the best I can honestly come up with right now. Like I said, I mean, I did look at a couple of these. I thought of them for fun, but I didn't take them too seriously before now. So just trying to give my honest opinions. All right, so that was the tag. That is the opening of this live stream. And it is now time to start talking about movies. And I have like 71 movies sitting here that we get to talk about now. So, well, wait, why won't you go up higher? There we go. I didn't want to go up. All right, hang on. This is going to be, I need to adjust my spreadsheet so I can actually, all right, see the chat room again. And so I have a lot of my, okay, there we go. So I'm going to start from the earliest. Now, most of these movies, they will be movies I either like or they're just so classic I didn't feel like I could ignore them. There are a couple that I know are very deeply loved that I said, screw that, I don't have to talk about it if I don't want to. But for the most part, I just wanted to go through a lot of the iconic ones, the ones that mean the most to me, and ones that I know are lesser known, and I want you to have an opportunity to be introduced to them. And everybody is more than welcome to share their thoughts about it as we go along. Ooh, it says 2 people are watching, but I just happened to look at that exact moment. So who knows if whoever that is going to stay. All right, so let's start at the very beginning with, that was so off key. Let's start with 1937, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, Disney's first fully animated feature, the thing that everybody thought he was completely fucking nuts to try, that won its own Academy Award with 7 little dwarf and award statues, and had the voice talents of Adriana, I can't pronounce it, Castellati and Lucille Laverne. What can I say about Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs? I liked it when I was littler. I was never really in love with it. I think my favorite part was always the 7 Dwarfs Scrub-a-Dub washing song. Excuse you, that was incredibly rude. No, you cannot watch YouTube until I'm done with my live stream tonight. And it's gonna be a while. You can play whatever game you want on the PlayStation, okay? But I don't need something competing for the internet stuff tonight. Not after the hellish live streams I've been having lately, right, Dom? I will ground you.
Don't.
Just to forewarn you before you start getting out of hand. If you start playing games with me just to piss me off, I will ground you like that. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. All right, let's see. What's the next one I have listed? 1940, Pinocchio. I have even less to talk about with Pinocchio. Really. I loved Pinocchio when I was little. I loved Jiminy Cricket. Now I think the whole thing is just kind of dull to me.
Ow!
What?
What
did you do to your eye? He's been complaining that his eye hurts like right here for like 2 hours now. You don't have to make a spectacle of yourself. They get it. Your eye hurts. There's nothing they can do about the fact that your eye hurts right here. Trust me. Alrighty. Pinocchio was a good one. Loved Jiminy Cricket. I love the song Give a Little Whistle. I'm at the point where I hate When You Wish Upon a Star, but I loved it growing up. I sang it in my middle school choir. And it is a cute little movie. I mean, it's just old and dated, and I don't care as much anymore. Disney's come out with much better. I'm going to touch upon 1941's Dumbo ever so briefly because Vinny fell in love with that one. I never really particularly sat down and watched Dumbo. I barely
Yes.
remembered seeing it as a kid. Do you have things to say about Dumbo, the original cartoon? When your mouth is not full of popcorn?
I can't see myself.
No, I can't see myself either. The magnifier is on.
Hello.
Vinny, what would you like to say about Dumbo?
Well, Dumbo. The cartoon. Well, you know about the old one and the new. The old one, it has a black feather.
The old one has the black feather, yeah, from the crow. From the Jim Crow
And
crows.
the new one is the white feather.
Oh, really? Big difference. I have not watched that one. I refuse to watch that one.
Yes, she has
I have what?
refused.
Yes, I refused. Nana watched it with you. She said it was okay.
Boo!
Get out of here, you.
Yeah.
All right. 1942 Bambi. Well, Bambi was. Have you even watched Bambi all the way through? The one about the deer?
Oh. Yes.
Yes, with Thumper and Flower. I'm going to send you back into my room. You keep that up. Go watch TV in my room or something. Bambi was a good one. I liked that one growing up. I got to see it in the drive-in when it released. You know how Disney used to have their re-releases. God knows with their streaming channel, they'll probably never re-release anything again. But I always get the song April Showers stuck in my head, which pisses me off because I don't know pretty much any of the words except the opening line. I was completely in love with the characters of Thumper and Flower when I was little. It's a good one. It's a good one. And I was never particularly saddened when Bambi's mom completely lost it. By the way, I'm pretty sure they wanted to put in a little sub thing or some kind of hint that Gaston killed Bambi's mom. Just so everybody knows.
Can I see my favorite
It's
song
a theory,
in
anyways.
Frozen one?
When we get there, way down the line, okay? I've got a lot of years to go through before we get there. Okay, skipping ahead slightly, 1960s Cinderella. I love Cinderella. I'm not that big on like the actual. I do love it, but there's a lot of filler in it. That's my problem. Like, I used to love the mice and their antics, and now I'm just like, could we get on with the rest of the plot, please? But that's the thing with Cinderella. There's so little plot, they always have to fill it with something. So Lady Tremaine is one of the more terrifying villains because she's one of the more real villains. You are no longer a part of the stream if you keep that up.
Zip.
Thank you. I hate the song So This Is Love. I think it's one of Disney's worst romantic melodies ever written. But you gotta love the Cinderella work song, and who doesn't love Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo?
Bibbidi bobbidi bibbidi da bobbidi boo.
Yeah, would you please stop banging into the table, please, my dear? Thank you so very much. All right, let me see. Sleeping Beauty, another one I absolutely love. Here did Sleeping Beauty come out? Sleeping Beauty. Oh, wait, I missed some. I'm sorry. We'll get to that in a second. Alice in Wonderland, 1951. Total drug references everywhere, as the Dom liked to put it, as Dominic Noble liked to put it in his review of Lost in Adaptation. Stop walking around behind me like why you're doing it. Didn't I ask you to not watch YouTube while I'm on my stream? It's not about the volume, believe it or not. Give me your phone. Bennett.
I'm in here.
I don't care. He just made me want to end the stream. Right there, just made me want to end the stream. Alice in Wonderland. it's an all right movie, whatever. Peter Pan, it's an all right movie. Lady and the Tramp, yeah, these are all okay. I was never fully in love with these. I loved Peter Pan for a while, but I liked a completely different non-Disney version, so I can't be fair to this one. Sleeping Beauty. Back to Sleeping Beauty, where a movie I can actually talk about on some level. Listening to the restored version, it is so amazing. Like for those few of you who might not have the really super special diamond edition features of DVD or Blu-ray, they talk about restoring the score. And there was a part of the score I always loved when Maleficent is about to show up and basically hypnotize Aurora into pricking her finger on the spindle. And it's and what it sounds like an oboe or something playing those notes, but when they restored the score, they found out they were actually voices and they were singing and it was just like, oh, that's just it's so chilling when you can actually it's much more effective that way. The classical music from the ballet that they use, and especially for Once Upon a Dream, oh, I love that song. So it is a really, and Maleficent, oh my God, the voice of who? Wait, okay, Cinderella, Lady Tremaine was Eleanor Audley, played Lady Tremaine's voice, and she was all in Cinderella, the stepmother, and she was also the voice of Maleficent in Sleeping Beauty. I mean, this woman knew how to play a villain. She's just so amazing. I love her to death. Okay, let me see. 1964, Mary Poppins, Dick Van Dyke, and Julie Andrews. I freaking love that movie. I absolutely love Mary Poppins. It's been years since I've been able to sit down and watch it because today it would probably just be a little too overindulgent on the rare fromage for me. A little too cheesy. But I love the music. I love the basic story and the basic lesson. And Dick Van Dyke is just a joy to watch. And Julie Andrews is such an elegant treat. She's like, no, I'm not going to go there with it. I'm not going to go there with it. It would just be too weird, but she's just amazing. Okay. Are y'all caught up with me over there, Dawn, honey? Okay, you're back to being the only person watching. That's okay. We're used to this. We're used to this being the situation. Especially since Andy is currently streaming. He started right as I was about to hit live. He's streaming on Twitch, and I know that some of the people who might come here will pretty much always prioritize him. And I told him many times this week I was streaming today. And I didn't expect him to come because, yeah, Cinderella is a good one. All right, I'm going to stop being a total bitch about somebody that has absolutely no reason to receive my hate just because he happens to stream at the same time. I've just been feeling really bitchy about a lot of things lately. All right, 1967. We're going to go into one that not many people know about. The Gnome Mobile. It has the same two young child actors that were in Mary Poppins. I don't think I have the names of them. Karen Doitrice, Tom Lowell, Matthew Garber, and Walter Brennan were in these. And I haven't been able to see it in like decades. I haven't been able to get a hold of it. If I could, I'd be able to give you a much better idea of what I think of it today. But I mean, that one caught my attention more than Mary Poppins did when I was a kid. I loved that movie. It's about these two kids that go to see their grandpa, and he takes them on a trip into the redwoods, and they end up meeting little gnomes. And that's all I can actually really remember, except for there's a song called the Gnome-mobile, but it starts as a song called Me Jaunting Car, and it's about the very rich businessman grandfather's car that they're riding in. And at the very end, they come across other gnomes, because when they meet the first two, it's a a young man and his grandfather gnome, and they think they're like pretty much the only two left, but they're looking for other gnomes, and the fully grown humans help them, I think. I can't remember everything anymore. But at the very end, they do come across a community, but the community is made up of almost entirely hot female gnomes, and they basically play greasy pig with the grandson gnome in order to try and win him as a husband. And he is trying to get with the one that caught his attention, so he's trying to avoid everybody else so that she can catch him, and he wants to catch her. And it's just like, oh, this is such a dated concept that would not go over well today. But I love that scene, and I just love the movie. Oh my god, the gnome mobile, the gnome mobile, jumping along in the gnome mobile. Oh, sooner or later that we feel that we'll find what we want in the gnome mobile. Oh, well, I can't even remember the lyrics anymore. Oh well, it's a good movie. If you ever have a chance to, you should get a hold of it and watch it. Give it a chance. You got to take it for what it was in the 60s. Same thing like Mary Poppins. Another 1967 movie that many people know is The Jungle Book, the animated version. And yeah, that was always a fun one. Who doesn't love the bare necessities and to sleep? And well, actually, I kind of hated King Louie's song, I Want to Be Like You. But I think my favorite, That's What Friends Are For, of course. Well, I think my favorite song from that one was always the little Indian girl song at the end. Father's hunting in the forest, mother's cleaning in the home, cooking in the home. I must go to fetch the water till the day that I am grown, till I'm grown, till I'm grown. Then I will have a handsome husband and some daughter of my own, and she will go to fetch the water. I'll be cooking in the home. Yeah, it's such a pretty, like, hypnotic little melody. I absolutely love that one. And not many people watch that one today anymore, so not many people know it, so I had to do a concert of it. So, another one that's a little bit forgotten is 1970s The Aristocat with Eva Gabor and Phil Harris. Phil Harris, who also was the voice of Baloo in The Jungle Book. This is like very 101 Dalmatians, which I think is that the next one on my list? No, it's not the next one on my list, is it? That's weird. I don't think I bothered to put 101 Dalmatians on my list. How dare I? Well, because it's not one of my favorites. It's probably all. I don't have a lot to say about it, but this was very much in that style. I mean, it had a very different style that has the same feel when I watch it, probably because of when it came out. The Aristocats is a really good Disney movie. See, I need somebody to have a full-on conversation with now. I'm rattling at the screen, and as good as that can be for just being able to get the list done and over with and get off the live stream, it's not as fun for me. Oh, come on, where are you? All right. 1973, the Robin Hood. All right. Let's see if I can do it without smiling, because nobody can whistle when they're smiling. Let's see if we can all do it together. That's right, Enzo. That's right, Mommy was whistling. I was whistling and annoying everybody and hurting their ears. That's right. My doggy came over to see me. Oh my God, he hurt even more, and he wasn't even whistling. Ow. I don't know if you could hear that on your end, Dawn. All right. I gotta love Robin Hood. Phil Harris, again, does the voice of Little John, but then you've got Brian Bedford, Monica Evans, Peter Ustinov, I think. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I wish you made sense. Close the door, please. Yeah, I love Robin Hood. I love the Little Mice, and I love Friar Tuck and Prince John. Oh, there's an adorable villain. I forgot completely about Prince John. He is a kind of adorable, obnoxious baby villain, isn't he? You're awfully quiet over there, Dawn. I hope you'll join me when you have something to say. Oh my goodness, I apparently have 4 people watching. That's exciting. That's very exciting. Well, welcome to my stream. All right, I'm currently going over a bunch of notable Disney movies in new chronological order. I currently am talking about Robin Hood, but I'm about to move on. So if anybody has thoughts about Robin Hood, oh, hello, Chris! Hey, we all want to be king. Yeah. Go King Richard. Yes, King Richard is way better than Prince John any day. Jill, oh, my family's all here. Oh, I love you guys. All right, you guys can help me talk about 1977, The Rescuers, with Bob Newhart, Ava Gabor, and Geraldine Page. I usually don't have too many memories of this one. As a matter of fact, one of the few Disney moments that probably traumatized me when I was really, really little was of Penny nearly drowning in the cave in that one. Bernard, you love Bernard, Chris? That's good. I'm glad. I'm trying to remember things from it. And there are a lot of things I can actually actively remember from it. Don't get me wrong. But like even right now, I'm like, there was an opening song that I feel like I'm thinking of the wrong song. Because I think, no, this is from The Secret of NIMH. This is not from The Rescuers. But I think it had a really pretty haunting song during the scene when Penny is sending off her note that the rescuers find. And I always remember Evan Rude, the motorboat of a dragonfly. I think he was my favorite character in that movie. Rescuers, and rescuers are we. Lyrics and what do they call that? Their oath or whatever they call it. Here is another lesser known one from 1980 with Betty Davis, Carol Baker, and Kylie Richards, Watcher in the Woods. This is from when Disney was trying to do family-friendly horror movies. They came out with about 3. An Oath. Okay, thank you. Yes, the rest Oath. Thank you, Chris. Watcher in the Woods was a live-action family-friendly horror movie about a family that moves into a house on a British estate owned by Betty Davis, and spooky stuff starts to happen, and it turns out that the teenage daughter of the couple is having visions of somebody who looks a lot like her, who's in a white dress and blindfolded, reaching out for help through windows and mirrors, and she starts to think that this person may be Betty Davis's missing daughter. Interesting, he says. He says, interesting, yes. And I have not seen Something Wicked This Way Comes. And there was another one. I can't remember what it was. I don't think it was 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I think that was a completely different thing. But I think there was another family horror movie. Just so everybody knows, there was a Watcher in the Woods remake on Lifetime, directed by Sarah Michelle Gellar, starring Angelica Houston. Don't Just don't even. I couldn't get first to the first 10 minutes of that movie. Don't. Eddie Harda, hey, how you doing? Here from Decker Shadows Live and Wired. Oh, how you doing, Eddie? It's good to see ya. I don't get to make a lot of Decker's live streams because my internet barely lets me stream out. Never mind live stream in. Everything always buffers and goes wrong. But it's good to see ya. I'm glad to have you here. We're talking Disney movies in chronological order. We got a lot of my family in the chat room right now, so we're just going with it. We've made it all the way up to 1980 already, and we're discussing Watcher in the Woods. I wonder if you've heard of that one. You wish what? You wish you were here, Chris, I hope. My dog left his platypus under my foot. Nope. Okay. Nope, he says. Nope. And I somehow managed to minimize my list again. How do I keep doing that? All right. This is one like Watcher in the Woods that almost nobody has heard of. But if you grew up in the 80s and had the VH1 tapes where you had montages of Disney movies that were like practically a music video, usually starting with the famous trio of Mickey, Donald, and Goofy kicking down a door. At least that's my memory of the clip. 1981, Condor Man, starring Michael Crawford, Barbara Carrera, Oliver Reed, and James Hampton. This is a spoof on 007 and many other, secret agent things. Hey, extra points to you, Chris, Dean, Don, anybody? Because I can't remember what the hell the song was that they would play for that, like, previews of other Disney movies in the montage, because I can't remember. It's been way too long since I've seen any of those. Yes, Condor Man is about a comic book artist who has a character called Condor Man, and a friend of his who basically works for the CIA, basically, out of Paris, needs somebody to go and meet somebody defecting from Russia, and picks this guy Woody to do it. Except he thinks his friend really is like a CIA super double spy agent and everything, and he goes and he's all in his like Humphrey Bogart coat and everything, and he acts like he's a top agent to this girl he meets that he falls instantly in love with, and shenanigans ensue. It is so bad and cheesy, and it's Michael Crawford at his comedic best, and I freaking love it. Eddie Herda, it's fun. I'm good. I hope you're having fun too. I came after the Valentine's Live was the next day. Okay. I hope to cheer everyone up too. Oh, awesome. Well, we could use some cheering up with all the bullshit that's going on in the world in this today, right? I mean, to deviate from the Disney thing for a second here, Mo shared something hilarious my friend Mo shared something hilarious on Facebook today that says we should start calling the coronavirus the cornholio virus, because everybody wants PT for their bunghole. Because there was not a shelf in the country with any toilet paper left on it. Are you all right, kiddo? I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it. You must have bumped it and have a little subdermal bruise or something. I'm sorry. Amen. All right. I hope everybody's caught up, because now we're going to be moving on to a cult classic, 19. When are you going to get to Frozen 1? Once I get through the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s. I'll let you know. Okay? Then I can sing my favorite song in Frozen 1. Okay, fair enough. Everybody, I'm warning you right now, my son wants to sing. Return to Oz, 1985, with Fairuza Balk, Nicole Williamson, and Jean Marsh. Anybody who knows me, which makes 4 of you, like, at least 3 of you, you know I freaking love The Wizard of Oz. I have since I was born. I love everything to do with The Wizard of Oz. Return to Oz, other than the original movie, was my go-to. As a matter of fact, I think it was my go-to. Yeah, you can tell you haven't watched the movie since you were 3. My son loves being a part of this because he knows Disney, at least some Disney.
Oh, be quiet.
What? I just said you're so happy because I'm including you without screaming at you the entire time. And I mean, what better horrifying movie was there than Return to Oz? I mean, people are getting beheaded. They're being turned to stone. People are having their heads taken off and put back on a witch's body. There's a guy who is slowly turning human, who is wearing the ruby slippers. There's stone goblins. I mean, it's just... Okay. Oz, I might not be the wizard you wanted, but I might be the wizard you need. Oh my goodness. Let's
acting very crazy. It's like, no.
Then turn it off and give it a rest and watch YouTube. I don't care anymore. I'm not fighting you anymore.
I'm playing Bendy.
Okay, do that then. Let's not go there. Let's not talk about the great and powerful Oz. We don't discuss the great and powerful Oz in this house. Nah, I actually don't have a big problem with it. I just don't go out of my way to talk about it or watch it. It's not one of my favorites. All right. Dean, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Don't talk for your father.
That was Enzo.
Oh, you were talking for the dog. Okay.
I am here. Sweet Polly sleeping under mommy's leg.
He's so weird. Dean, my love, are you there? I'm looking in the chat room for you.
Can't not recognize the disc.
Ah, okay.
Bro.
All right. Well, we're about to discuss the one you wanted to make very, very sure I discussed, sweetie. It is 1996. What? No, 86. I hate my eyes. I hate being legally blind. It is 1986, and it is time for The Great Mouse Detective. With the voice talents of Bernie Ingham, Vincent Price, and Val Batten. And we all know that my husband's favorite villain song of all time is The Greatest Criminal Mind. Great mouse. Yes, the mouse that saved Disney. Because without Basil, there is no Little Mermaid. There is no Beauty and the Beast. There is no Frozen. There is no Tangle. Basil, the great mouse that saved Disney. You got that right. You got that right. So I don't remember very much of it anymore. I'll be honest. I remember things having to do with him and his violin. I remember him being tied down to something and doing that crazy Sherlockian thing where he's like, oh, all we have to do is this and this and this and this and this because of all these things that are about to put us through this mousetrap and are about to kill us. And if I do this one tiny thing, it's going to blow everybody's plans to kill us all. That's one of the only moments I remember anymore. And of course, I kind of remember Vincent Price singing The Greatest Criminal Mind. But it's been so long since I watched the movie, I don't remember it that well anymore. So I can't say very much about it. And Vinny, if you don't quiet down, I will not let you come out here when I get to the movies you actually recognize.
I need a cleaning disc.
You need what?
Need to clean the disc.
You shouldn't need to clean the disc.
It's saying unrecognizable disc.
What the hell did you do to it? Oh my god, this is disgusting. Oh my god, there is no cleaning this right now. You're gonna have to do something else. There is no cleaning now. I'm not taking.
No.
Don't you try to clean it. You'll break it. Oh, what's this? Hang on. Okay. Not a problem, Dawn. Not a problem. I don't have any. I just needed this for review. Ratigan, the world's greatest rat. Yes. Very much, Chris. Okay, 1986, The Flight of the Navigator, starring Joey Kramer, Paul Rubin, and Cliff DeYoung. I love Flight of the Navigator. I just love Flight of the Navigator, and it was like Sarah Jessica Parker's first film role ever was in that movie, I think, even though it was just a short role. For those of you who don't know what it's about a little boy who gets abducted by aliens and returned later on down the line, and he's still a kid, and all his family are older. His little brother is his big brother by several years. What? Why is this suddenly... I don't know. Voice of... oh geez, what did he call? What was the name of the alien in the ship? Did they give him a name? I don't know if they actually gave him a name. I'm gonna have to rewatch that movie. That one I actually have though. And they go off on a buddy road trip together. So. Excuse me. Give me the disc. Play GTA. I will clean this later. I promise. Sorry. My child just doesn't want to listen sometimes. All right. Now, you know what? I'm going to mention it briefly, but I don't really have anything to say about it because I haven't watched it practically since it came out, even though it had a very long-lasting effect on me, was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Good movie, great acting, very funny, probably extremely dated by now, and I can only remember bits and pieces of it because of the amazing scope of the film itself. And everybody loves Rick Moranis. And apparently in the horror community, everybody also loves Matt Frewer. All right, let's get into the Disney Renaissance, shall we? This is going to be fun. At least I hope it's going to be fun. I have no idea now that Dawn had to go. Who's still here? Why is my phone ringing? Hello? All right, bye. Why is he calling me to tell me that? Why can't he just say it right there? All right, well, now I don't even want to keep going again. All right, well, you know what, guys? I'm just going to stop for tonight. I might do a part 2 later date. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Sorry to end on such a downer note, but this is the second week in a row I've tried to do this. And as usual, everything is going wrong in one way, shape, or form. So Vinny's going to have to wait to sing his favorite song. And I will do this at a later date. I hope everybody has a lovely weekend. Everybody stay safe and healthy out there, and I will catch you next time.